cannot tell y'all how many times it took me to get the intro of this video correct. But listen, this is how to build an artist website with your girl, Big Brasianna. Hold on, wait. Listen to me. Your website is your digital platform where fans go deeper, where promoters check your credibility, and where opportunities land when you're not even looking. Let's be honest. Let's be honest right now. There are plenty of artists, plenty of promoters, plenty of people in the music industry that say and don't. I've been that person, but I won't be anymore. So we're changing that with this beautiful tutorial. If you have all your ducks aligned except for a central home where people can find you, this video is for you. So in order to create this website, I'm using 3 different software systems. I'm using Bandzoogle, I'm using Canva, and I'm using ChatGPT. So tap in. Let's get it. Okay, ChatGPT, this is who you created for me. His name is Jay Peso, 27 years old, melodic trap and southern hip hop from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Currently, he's in Houston, Texas. He sounds like Rod Wave, Moneybag Yo with a touch of Kevin Gates. Okay, he makes pain music. He's from a low income neighborhood. His latest track, his latest project is actually Pressure Season. Season. He's heavy on authenticity. He's tatted up, gold grill, stylish but not flashy. Okay. Very connected to this city and wants to inspire young dudes to move smarter. Then his budget is about $300 a month. And then his goals for his website. I love these. So he wants a professional link for his EPKs and all his bookings, something to share between businesses. He wants to be able to sell merchandise and exclusive unreleased tracks to his inside fans, his loyal fans. He also wants to build his email list from fan traffic on TikTok and YouTube. We can take care of that. That's easy. And then he wants to embed music, videos, and social links into one clean hub. He wants to host his Peso blog to share real life stories and connect with his fans. So this is going to take a full blown website build. It's going to be great. So yeah, let's get into this thing. So I created this graphic pack based off of the things that ChatGPT gave to me. So here we are with Jay Peso. And to be honest, I just added to his character a little bit. He's into temporary tattoos. Okay, everyone. He loves temporary tattoos. That's a thing. He also likes gold things around his mouth. That's just a part of his character. For some reason, he always got a cup. He's a part of Colossal. There goes his streaming numbers. And he's always followed by a bunch of black women for some odd reason. Here's him over here at doing an interview with I don't know, but either way, he was on Beto for like 10 years. Then he got released, and he comes back to TikTok, and he has a lot of stuff to say on TikTok. All of these women work for him. They enjoy working for him for some reason. Somebody out there combing her. I don't know what AI bot that is, but I definitely need to get with him so I can get mine done. Here he is with the Colossal brand promoting the coffee. Definitely need a brand photo for him. And then here's that holy suit. Ooh, look at that holy suit. That is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? And then, of course, he's always in the gym with the braids. So he's up there with Body Fit as another brand. Here goes another brand photo of him. And yeah, that's just the introduction to Jay Peso from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 27 years old, taking over things. Let's get it started. Now, I already have a Bandzoogle account. Okay. So here's mine. This is what the back end would look like if you were to hit your top corner up here and then you hit add website. You would come up with this new website page and you will start a whole new 30-day trial and you can choose a plan for this one. So it's a completely different website that can be done. And I'm gonna name this one. Well, let's check this real quick. This is always important to see. So jpeso.com. Somebody might own that. Nobody owns it. Okay, so jpeso.com is cool. All right, so we'll go with jpeso for right now. Create new websites. Jpeso fine, y'all. Like while we wait on that, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go choose a theme. I've been dealing with them so long. I will honestly say you start off with just the blank one. You'll come up with your own colors and your own themes later, but start off with a blank one just so that way you can see the layout. And when you click on each one of them, you can see the variations, and they'll show you the mobile view on the side of it, so that way you can see how it like goes and rolls down. So there's one that I really like to use all the time, and I don't know where it is, but I'm just kind of showing you like some of the formats. See, this one's pretty simple. This was really simple, actually. This is actually probably going to be the one that we use. Let's apply this theme. And let's go over some pieces, right? So as you can see, you have the title up here, plus you have this link, this form builder where you can have your email list going. It's really important to have that. Here's your menu bar, home, bio, music, shows, photos, store, and contact. And then this button over here is my sites. You'll be able to add different sites right there, like your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. And it's just as simple as getting the links from wherever your Facebook and Instagrams are and adding them there. This is in the header, and this is a widget. So you want to keep this one at all times, but this is what you use for like different promotions. So if you're like promoting a show or you're doing something different, this is always good. But I always like to keep one here where it's like a regular, hey, this is my regular email list. Now you can take this one and add it to the very bottom, so that way it like goes into your editor box, but we'll go over that on the other one. When we get into that editor box, you'll be able to see it on all screens, no matter where the website is. So, after they finish reading the blog or something, they might be like, yeah, let me go on and give you my email address, right? This section also gives us the latest news. So he'll be able to keep up with his bio. That's something that he asked for here. Hosts his Peso blog to share real life stories and connects with fans. So he can add in this written blog. Inside of the written blog, you can also add in videos, so that way it can be a video blog too. So that works. Here we are with the latest tracks. You'll put all of your music and stuff here. Peso is going to be fire. And I'm actually going to make some video. I'm going to make some music for Peso myself. Here we are with his shows. He has a few shows that's going to be popping out soon. So make sure that y'all pop out. Well, he won't have any shows where he's performing, but we will do some meet and greets with Jay Peso, because y'all going to love Jay Peso. Here we are on the side panel. It says add an image. We'll replace this image right here. Let's see. Let's go get that J Peso situation. Boom, right there, baby. That's our first one. I always started off with an album cover for some reason, but I truly don't understand why I do. So I can't explain that. So my picture's uploaded. We're going to take our album cover and add that to the very top. Boom, just so that way we can have a starting image. Oh, Peso, look at them, look at them. Okay, so we're gonna pull the picture down, and this blue dot is really important right here, okay? Because that's your focus point. That's what you want it to focus on the most. So really, we like his face. We like his face, his neck, his tattoos. We like it. Okay, okay. We need to get his face pretty much. That's what I want to focus on, making sure we got his face. Boom. Look at that already. Okay. So we're gonna fill the header area. That's what it's gonna do. Like if you don't, you'll fit it and it'll look weird. So don't do that. This is just the basic form when you first log in. So like the add admin page really isn't even important. As long as you have that good picture up there, I would say definitely have that picture. And then you fill up your header and everything else looks good just here, you'll be fine. Then we'll go to set your title and logo. I forgot that Jay Peso doesn't have a logo, but that's okay. So he looks good like this. That works. We'll add his logo probably later because we don't need one right here. And then we'll take his name off. Fuck it, we'll take his name off. Yeah, it looks good. That looks good. And then since we don't have a logo, we'll go to add content. Okay, so here we are. We're about to set up our site's content, and you find out what kind of content and what pages you want to add to your site by having goals. If you don't have goals, a structure, or a certain situation for why you want people to be on your website, you need to go back like a lot of steps. There's a lot of steps you have to go back to. So let's go and select our pages. Have a professional link for EPKs and bookings. Okay, we'll use our EPK. Now, there is a separate EPK button from the contact form, which is what a lot of web designers would use to create a separate booking link. However, I just highly suggest you putting a booking form inside of your EPK. That way, the promoter or the person that's over the show can already have all of your information right there. So that's the EPK. The other page, he says that he needs to sell merch and exclusive unreleased tracks. So we know he needs a store. The store is going to allow him to put those products in there. He also wants to build his email list from fan traffic to TikTok and YouTube. That would be social media links. He wants to put that somewhere. So this button right here, it will either be like one of the widgets on your website, or it'll be its own separate page. But we'll see how that goes after we hit the submit button. Back over here, he wants to build his email list from fan traffic to TikTok and YouTube. Well, that doesn't qualify as a page. That's going to be on our homepage. So I guess that'll be page number 5. We just went from 6 pages to 5. Thank you. And then embedding music videos and social links. So he's going to want a video page. That's major. That video page needs to be configured correctly so that way all those videos load with no issues, okay? And then here we are for the last one. He wants to host his Peso blog. So we'll open up that blog page as well. Here we are with 5 pages. Store, blogging news, electronic press kit, social media links, and videos. And now I definitely believe I should throw in this music page because he has a lot of it. So we'll have this music page where it's just music listed. Some of it will be free, some of it will not. So yeah, throwing in this bio page is also going to be something I'll do. And I believe that's it. Okay, cool. All right, so we have chosen out our pages, and now it is time for us to start building pages. It always starts us off with page one, the home page. On the home page, it has given us these boxes, the about page, when this part is actually a piece of this. I'll show you that in just a minute. Then we have the latest track section, we have the latest news, and then, of course, we have that footer. Let's build this really quickly, okay? Instead of us using this for his about section, we'll make sure that we talk about him in his bio. So we'll use this section to talk about pressure season. And this is simple. So you got to get creative with your titles and everything. We'll drop the full release. As a matter of fact, while I'm here too, this is actually a good thing that I'm in this box. I'm going to hit edit. I'm going to hit replace. And right here where it says upload images, I'm going to go into Colossal Music Group Jay Peso's folder and grab all of his folders. Now you can hit command, I believe, and grab them all. Yeah, that's a fast way just to grab them. Or I believe you can click on one side and do that and then open. So we'll let those other ones load. That way they're already there once we get ready to add more visuals to the entire thing. Since Precious Season is his upcoming project, we will put Precious Season up there as the first thing. Boom, look at that. Okay, so this is an image in text box. You can split it, you can collage it, you can stack it, you can put the text on top of it. So this is what it looks like if it was split, which makes it easier to read. This is what it looks like as a collage, which is just what it was, but it knocks off that half of season. Plus, when you have the collage button on like that, it can get kind of messy on mobile. So be careful using the collage. Here's the stack where the picture is on top, the words are on bottom. You also have the layout button where you can change it to where the picture is on the bottom and the words are on the top. You can also separate it to where the heading pieces are on top right up there like that. And then you have that bio, which I think is pretty nice. I really like how that's laid out. So let's scroll down. And here's the heading part. Pressure season. He's back and better than ever. And then we'll use this one for the release date. We'll say it comes out. Yeah, we'll say that his album comes out October 25, 2025. We can go to ChatGPT just to write us something quickly. Can you write a short paragraph backstory about the album? Control copy. Now, let's talk about copywriting and making stuff sound legit, okay? We're not just gonna copy it and paste it on here and make it sound like everything is cool. Okay, so like let's add some flavor to it. Okay, I'm gonna leave the rest of it. It looks okay, and this is what it looks like at the bottom. This is looking nice. So we'll add a button link right here, and we will have it to an external page. So when you're getting ready to save it, if you're not ready to add in a link right here and you don't want to click it to any of your pages, just hit an external page and then you can change the button text to save pre-release on Spotify. And just in case you didn't know, Spotify really loves it the more that you have pre-saves. Like if you go through a pre-save campaign, Spotify is gonna fall in love with you and open up all the windows of heaven and let everybody hear you. So definitely make sure that you got that pre-save link and you add that there. And definitely want it to open to a new window so that way Spotify does not open up in the browser, it opens up in the actual app. That's what that little click button right there is for. And then you have text alignment. You can align it to the left, to the right, to the center, make it look good how you want it to. And I think you can see it better if I put it up here. There you go. See, it changes up there. So He's back and better. And I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, so save. So let's look at this pressure season button right here, real quick, okay? You have this that's a widget, and then you have this that is a whole box. See how those blue things pop up? That's a box. This is a widget. So let's open up the section. Let's open up the box. And this title, you don't always have to have a title right there. You can knock that title off. Boom. That looks amazing. So we're gonna keep it like that without the title. Let it roll down. He's back and better. Oh, back and better than ever. October 2025. Pressure season, Jay Peso. Pressure season. That gives us a good little lick. Okay. So that's our first box. That's what we're looking like, ladies and gentlemen. Also, inside of these boxes, you see how you can change the styles and everything. Well, you can change the shape. These shape buttons down here change the way that this is built. We'll go through these and change these shapes after we finish in the theme, so that way you can see how all of that moves. Okay. Then you also have the background image. If you wanted to, you can add an image back here. I'll show you something really cool real quick. If you go here and you add the same image, apply image, and then you want the focus to be kind of at the same thing. You see this image in the back? See how it moves? You want the focus to be his face again. Then we're gonna click save. And you see how it's that white there? You still see it in the back? Boom. Hit image transparency and bring it up. Now be careful, because you want to make sure that you're still able to read your own writing when you bring it up. If you bring it up too far, just change the color of the writing. The scroll effect for your background, this one's on normal, but if you put it on parallax, when it goes up and down, it'll stay put and it just roll off. It's pretty nice. So we'll leave the parallax on for that one. Boom. Okay, cool. So here is our front page again. We're scrolling down. We just did this first text box. He's back and better. October 25. We're going to hear Pressure Season by my AI husband, Jay Peso. Man, this man is sexy. I'm trying to tell you. We have his pre-release Spotify campaign up there with what the album's going to look like. Of course, there's no link there in there yet, but we'll add to it. Also, the album isn't out and he hasn't sent me any music, so we can't do much with the latest track version. I'm gonna show you what to do with that, right? So if you don't have the music ready, remember, this is your homepage. That's okay. Delete it. Just delete the box. Just don't even worry about it. However, he can add to his blog. So let's deal with the section first, right? I don't like all this extra space up here. So if you scroll down to the bottom on the side panel and you click on none, that will knock off all that space. It just depends on how visual you are. The more visuals you have, then of course the bigger you're going to want that space. The more information you have, the more you want that space. But because Jay Peso is such a small young artist, growing up in the game, we're going to make sure that it's just extra small and we're not using a whole lot of photos or anything. The style section for this one is going to be style number 2. Okay, so keep style number 1, style number 2, and then the bottom footer, I always keep that one as style number 3. We'll come into that later. Of course, you can still do the same background image. You can do the same things with shape. That's all for the different sections, right? So it looks like we're done with this section. We're going to leave it as latest news. As a matter of fact, his blog is called Jay Peso TV, and we'll add that to the middle. We don't have it up here, but since it's all, already middle, we might as well just keep going with it like that. So here we are, Jay Peso, and we're going to save this section. And this is why I love how they do it like this. This is a text box on top of the blog feature. This text box, use it to tell us what your blog is about. Again, we're working on the blog piece, and we're going to edit the text real quick. I'm gonna show you just an easy text that will get you moving. Okay, first I'm gonna do them in all caps because they're not clickable. We're going to do music, family, shows, giveaways, merch. That plain and simple, and then we're going to put it all into the middle. We'll hit save. We have some blog posts. Let's make a real fast blog post, okay? So, and we're gonna write a post, back and better, featuring Brasianna. Make sure you pre-save the album now. Boom. I mean, something simple. I mean, it's not extra, extra, extra. I wasn't trying to go all the way in, but I just wanted you to see how it's set up and what it will look like after you put some things there. So here we go. This button right here lets you break it all the way down. You can turn it from paragraph to title to the heading pieces. We're gonna take this piece right here. As a matter of fact, let's just take yo and turn that into the title. Oh, it turned it all into the title. And then right here, well, let's add an image. We'll add a photo of Hmm. All right, let's get creative real quick. We're gonna go to Canva. Back to our conversation. We were having a conversation about Jay Peso earlier. I don't even know if ChatGPT still has it. I'm gonna pull it back up and restart the video. I went and created a super bad graphic to go with this post, and look at it. Boom! Look at Jay Peso and Big Brasianna. Yes, yo, and this is inside of Canva using the Canva AI bot. You can see it right here on the side. This is not a Canva tutorial, but I'm just showing you. So when you finish making your image here, you'll click on use Canva editor, and then it will pop up a whole nother page, and this is the official design. Now I've already had this running going among this entire list of all the graphics I've made for them, so you can click on projects over here on the side. Look, I'll show you from off here. You'll click on projects from over here, and it'll pull up all of the design that you've made, and you can simply like add a page and drop one of yours down there. For instance, no, just drop his logo like that, and boom, now it's on a whole new page. So Canva is always good. I'm telling you to make sure that you look into Canva. Canva is that thing. Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. Yeah. So just want to throw that in there. That's how we made that flyer. And then I have already added it into my gallery here. So I'm gonna add that there. And boom, we got a beautiful post. Look at that. Back and Better featuring Brasianna. Yo, y'all ain't gonna believe who I'm making a track with. Who it's Big Brasianna, but oh sorry, make sure you pre-save the album now. Spotify J Peso TV. Now, when you highlight this, if you press on MacBook Command K, this pops up and you'll be able to drop the link right here. You can also link that term to any of these other pages. So, like, see, it says one of my pages. I'll drop down that page and I'll send it to the music page, for instance. And then we'll list the song over there. That way, it's an automatic fix as soon as you click on that thing. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to say only on. We'll change it to only on uh jpeso.com. Boom. So it ain't even on Spotify. We ain't even dealing with other platforms right now. We're just talking about your website. So only on jpeso.com, and we'll do everything else. Sounds cool? I love it. As he is a blogger, even if he's not like a full blown written blogger, you have categories here so that way we can filter out what's going on. From that thing, I said from that thing. From the last page, I had put up their music, merch, family. I put shows. So these are all the different categories that he would write about. You know, he got to have some money because Jay Peso rich. He got them pesos. And then right here you have the podcast button. So if he had just the audio that he wanted to put up here alongside of it, then that would make sense. That's easy to do. And then you have the thumbnail image. So automatically use the first image in the post. Let's say you have multiple different images. This one just automatically uses what's there. Or you can upload a completely different thumbnail right here. But we're just going to use the automatic image that I already put in there since it's just one. And we'll click publish immediately. So I'm publishing that and it's automatically there. Boom. So let's look at the different layouts, right? I want you to see what it looks like here. Boom. So it'll be a whole post right there, then a post right here, then a post right here. Look how big that is. It's amazing. Okay. And then you can click inside of the blog button again, hit blog settings. And down here, you can see the different ways it can be set up. So we can actually have it listed as a full blog post, as a summary with links to it. It can be a tile view or it can be in the grid view. You won't be able to see these much because we've only made one simple blog post, but I will show you what it looks like on a full and what it looks like on summaries. So boom, let's check that out. This is when it's a full post, boom, on the website. You can leave a comment. You see it in all the different places. Boom, you can hit that link automatically. Or again, you can click into the blog box, go back to the settings, and you can look at it in the summary form. But I think in summary form, it's not going to do too much of a difference just because the post is short. Yeah, the main thing it's going to do is remove the photo. So that can be boring. I guess that can be kind of boring. So be careful with that too. In the carousel view, actually, I believe that was one that is going to be okay. You have more options. You have more options here. So you can show the post title. You can take off the thumbnail if you wanted to. You can show an excerpt of the post, whether it's published. So it's different things that you can do with it. Have 3 or 4 of them up there. And I think I like it in the carousel view. Plus, it makes your website shorter and easier to manage and go through. So we'll keep that there, and I'll slowly add some more posts as we upgrade Jay Peso's website. So here we are at the bottom. You have the footer, and the footer is important because you can see it on all pages throughout your website. The main thing I would suggest putting right here is the email thing. Here it is. Mailing list sign up form. What you want to do is add a mailing list sign up form to the bottom of your website. And I'm just going to put a generic title here. There we go. Subscribe to my official private after 5 vibe Tuesday live at 5. I love it. Okay, so we'll definitely keep it like that. And we want people to subscribe to the Tuesday live at 5 list. Normally on Tuesdays, he'll send out a well, yeah, we can say it like that. On Tuesdays, he'll send out a invite for people to come into his live, and that's his mailing list sign up form. So we'll go through what it's like in another video about mailing lists. Shouts out to MailChimp. And yeah, that completes the whole first page of the website. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This was fun. This is exciting. This is something that I've been pushing to you guys for a long time. You can have the people, you can have the good music, you can have the bookings, but honestly, if you don't have a strong, solid foundation, your chances of survival are slim to none. With that being said, make sure that you tune in, subscribe to my channel so that way you can catch part 2 through however many, and we're gonna keep on rocking. Let's change the music industry, especially in my city, with technology and management. I love you guys. I'm out. If you made it this far into the video, you either skipped because all of this was too much, or you watched the whole thing and you still have questions. That's cool. Look right here. Just look, and I know you can read. I know you can read. There you go. Solved it, baby. No issues, no excuses. It's right there. I'm not even gonna say it. I put it right there for you. Stop. Don't just look at it now. Do something with it. All right.